What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to Space Engineer Survival on Pertam. This is episode number 9, which is the episode right before we're going to unleash some sort of NPC thing, or some sort of PvE, hostile drone on our base. I don't know which mod we're going to use yet, but I know we're going to use a mod next episode, and things are going to get a bit hectic. Which is why this episode we're going to be planning to spend most of it preparing. Currently, you might notice, if we pretend we're a drone, we can very easily destroy all of the important components in our base. Everything can be destroyed. Oh, actually, you might notice as well, going off on a little tangent. Off camera, I did do a little bit of painting, just because some of you guys were saying it looked a little bit bland. So I wanted to add some dust up top right here. Maybe make it look a little bit dusty, considering we're in a snow area, or why am I saying snow? We're in a sand area, and there's lots of dust storms. So it makes sense for there to be dust. I also went with a nice clean armor on the ground here, which is going to look especially good. We need to fix our fuel over there, which is going to look especially good once we add the roof, which we're going to add in this episode. It'll make sense for it to be clean. Currently, it doesn't make sense because we're outside. But I also did a little color scheme. So we've got this nice orange for the raw ores. We've got this nice green for the ingots, and then finally we've got this nice blue over here for the storage. And then finally as well, the last thing I did off camera is I added this little interface here because we can't actually like reach these unless we go around. So at least for using build planner, this is going to help out because we can just build planner, grab a bunch of things like that. So yeah, the interface is there. It's going to help us out. And yeah. Okay, to start this episode off, let's real quick go and get some more jetpack because I just noticed that we're running a little bit low. Now, the first thing we're going to do after refueling this is we're going to butcher this whole section right here. All this, I know we spent a lot of time trying to calculate how tall that would be and how it would allow rovers to go through. We might actually replace it over here, like maybe put it over there. But currently I want to get rid of all this stuff because we're going to be moving this over into this little crevice right here, this little corner. It'll make defending our base a lot easier if it's a little bit more compact. So let's start with that. First, let's make the section for this. I think it's a 2x2, so let's do just 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's just go ahead and build that up immediately. I'll paint this maybe a little bit later. I should really add the paint gun mod, to be honest. Paint gun mod, by the way, it allows you to get blocks like where's a good example? Like getting that block right there painted without painting this block if we wanted to. It would allow you to do that situation. So paint gun is a good mod to have if you're having trouble that way. Okay, so we want to remove that. And I think we'll just flat out remove it. Let me put my other blocks back though real quick. And then we'll flat out remove this. I was thinking about maybe building the other one first before we remove this, but honestly I think it's okay this way. Med bay, we're going to stick it right about here. Something like that maybe? Or maybe even like that. I think that would make more sense because so we come up right here, we'd have it right over there, and we would be able to run over here and grab our stuff whenever we need to. Okay, let's do it this way. Currently, we're just grabbing interior plates, but here we go.
Inventory full.
Is this really going to take 3 trips? Probably because of the medical components. Those are quite heavy. All right, and you can also tell, by the way, over here, we have a bit of a power problem. So we're going to try to address that this episode in between trying to defend our base from the impending attack that's going to be coming next episode. So hopefully we can address that. Hopefully we can address a lot of things. Okay, that's set up now. We need to set up those things as well. Now, I have a thought, and that thought is that I want to put like... Okay, so currently we only had... hey, what's up, Velma? Currently we only had the oxygen tank. We didn't really have a hydrogen tank, but we are going to want one eventually. But I think I want to put that underground, because those are quite explosive if they get blown up, I think. I don't think I've ever really exploded one. But I think they are quite explosive, so we'll aim to put that underground. As for this, let me grab all the ice right now, and then grab this. Can I really move it in one inventory? It's actually pretty awesome. I kind of want to stick that under. Would that make sense? Or sticking it over? I guess sticking it over wouldn't really be a problem, would it? The only problem with sticking it under is I'd need to brace it first because I'll be... This particular block only connects from the top and the bottom, which is something you might not have known. It only connects right there and right down there. All these blocks don't have, or all these sides right here don't have connection points, which means If I were to remove this block right now, it would fall. It wouldn't be part of the grid. So in order to place things under it, we need to actually brace it like that, and maybe even like that, and then we can place something under it.
Full.
Oh, right, our inventory. Shoot.
Inventory full.
It's fine. I'll put this in here for now. No, it'll be grabbed by this. I'll put it in here for now, and grab these blocks. Okay. O2 H2. And where are the connection points for an O2 H2 generator? I think they're only, yeah, like that. I'm fine with that, actually. All right, here we go. So now we have that. We don't need these braces anymore. Although we're probably gonna want to brace it on the top anyways, just in case this ever gets removed. But for now, we'll put these back, and we should now have all of our stuff from before. I don't really want to deal with the oxygen tank for now, so I'm kind of just gonna leave it. Well, I'm gonna break it because we don't need it anymore. We can get oxygen whenever we want. So let's go ahead and break these and put them all back into there using Alt middle mouse button. Let's get these blocks over here as well. Alright, finally we're going to go on a little bit of a rampage and just destroy all of this stuff right here to be eventually replaced, perhaps. Because we don't want it anymore. We decided to go a different direction with our base, quite literally. Just a different direction over there. Alright, there we go. It's mostly all removed. The last thing we need to remove is this battery, which I really need to make a new battery, I think. So let me go and real quick make sure we have these things. These. Make me 100 of those. I don't know if we have them, but we're going to want more anyways. And what we'll do is we'll put that battery maybe right here. We'll put one on each side, maybe. I don't really have a designated place I want to put the batteries, but that should be fine. So battery we have on number 7. Like I could really just stick 4 batteries here. That wouldn't be that bad of a placement. Or I could stick it under there. That's not bad either. It's kind of well hidden. I don't know. For now, I'm going to stick it... I can't stick it right... For now, I'm just going to stick it right here on this edge right here, and I'll stick another one right there. We'll build 2 batteries. Number 7. Let's come over here and use our build planner. There we go. Unfortunately, it takes more than one inventory. Everything takes more than one inventory, which makes me think I'm going to want some sort of craft, some sort of vehicle to help me build. Here we go. Last bit of power cells coming right over. And since our base's power usage actually exceeds our power generation, we don't really need to actually build this other battery. We're not wasting any power because none of it's getting stored anyway. This guy, in fact, is... Well, it's actually fully recharged, so never mind. Well, in 6 hours, we're going to have to worry about building this, I guess. But for now, I think it's good. I think we have everything we want. This battery, I'm going to go ahead and set to recharge, or set to discharge, which means it won't recharge anymore. And in 20... How much do you have currently? 500 kilowatts? I don't really want to... Okay, hang on. Let me set this one to recharge then. And that should allow it to work better. 7 minutes. Okay, so in 7 minutes we can destroy this. And so we'll just leave that there for now. All right, let me get some steel plates and I'll show you guys the design that I have for how we're going to do our roof, because that is currently the most important thing, is building up a roof. So off camera, I actually did a little bit of thinking as well, and one of the things I came up with is that I want to have these nice pillars out of like heavy armor. So these nice pillars on each of the corners. So we have this heavy armor pillar, it's just 3 blocks. We have another pillar right there, we have another pillar right here, and we have another pillar on this side over here. I guess we'll have one over there as well. Or maybe over there. I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do this section right here. But currently we don't have to worry about that. We just really need to get the stuff ready for the battle. So as far as this goes, I'm going to continue this pillar up 1 block like that on each of these. Oops, don't want that one. And then what I'm going to do is, someone told me that we don't want to have a roof directly on top of this. Instead, what we want to have is like a block of air, because when a missile hits, it will do damage to the blocks around it as well. So we want to have some clearance. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's fix that one, and then there we go, fix that pillar right there. So we're going to have a block of clearance. And in fact, I think the way we're going to do that, well, let me think about it. The way we might do this is we might actually have a normal block like directly on like that, and then we'll have a space, and then we'll have the... Is that too tall? And then we'll have this block right there, giving us a nice little air pillar right there. Is that too tall? That might be too tall. Alright, no. Okay, instead of that, what we're just going to do, we're just going to do something simple. Just a really simple design. We're going to give one block of clearance, just like that. And then we will give the final block up there, which will be the roof, like this. So there will be a block of air, so if something hits this right here, it will not damage these. It'll just damage the air, which doesn't matter because it's nothing. Okay, I think that's the idea. Okay, let's start by adding a top little connection right here. And then we'll add a connection right here as well. And this will start to give us an idea of what our base is going to look like. It'll come this way, and then probably at that level it'll go down, I'm thinking. Alright, there we go. I think that's a decent roof design. Oh. Let's get to the ground real quick. Yeah, I'm only carrying the single bottle because of how heavy they are. I thought they were 30 kilograms last episode, but they're actually 120 liters because we're measuring in liters, not kilograms. So, yeah, the more you know. But anyways, that's our roof concept right there. It's pretty high right here to give us that little air block right there so that nothing of that gets damaged. And then it's lower here because we don't need as much height because it's slightly underground. And then we might either, I don't know which we'll do yet. Either we will come down to meet it right there, or we will double layer this considering it's the components like the med bay and the storage. So I don't quite know. Actually, we don't even really need to connect them right now. Honestly, we just need like a small layer of protection at the current moment. So just a roof like this will be fine for now, I think. Okay, so I just tried building a couple of these heavy armor blocks, and it occurred to me I can only carry like one inventory of heavy armor blocks. Furthermore, if this whole thing were heavy armor blocks using the power of a calculator, I was able to determine that just this rectangle right here would cost us 16,000 steel plates and an additional 5,400 metal grids. So, instead of filling it all in with heavy armor, we're going to do something a little different. What we're going to do is fill most of it in with light armor, but we're going to have a shell of heavy armor going around. And that should allow us to... It should make it pretty strong if we get attacked. Or, I mean, we will certainly get attacked at some point, but it should make it pretty strong. And so the reason for this is because there's absolutely no way that we will be able to weld all of these before next episode, which means it is probably a lot safer to cut our losses and go instead with a hybrid design of some of these and some of those than having a fully expensive design, if you know what I'm saying. So let's build up this hybrid design that's going to be a lot easier to weld up. Yeah. Alright, it's becoming nighttime, so a lot of this is going to be apparently done at night, unless we decide to wait for an hour for it to become daytime. Well, actually, we'll add lights in here once the roof is done as well, so it won't be that bad. But I might decide to add more heavy blocks in here on top or something, because this is the storage. I really don't want this getting destroyed. Oh, poor Velma. That is Velma. I don't know, you can't really see the name there, but she's in creative mode, so, you know, nothing bad will happen. Alright, all of the light armor is now done, and you can clearly see the shell of heavy armor at this point. So yeah, I think we probably... Actually, let's work on this little section right here, because I do want to do something there, because this is going to be roofed. I think this will just be light armor. There's no important components under here, other than like maybe hitting this through there. So what we might do then in that case... Are you guys... Yes, you guys are perfectly aligned. So what we might do then is we might bring you like this. Wait. No, it would be down here technically. So we might bring you like this. And then it would meet up like that or something. I don't know. And then maybe on the sides as well do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3 like that. And then same over here. 1, 2, 3. This will meet up with that, I guess. I don't know. I'm just going... I'm just, like, rolling with it as I go. Alright, not too shabby. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, so we have... I mean, that doesn't continue there, and that doesn't continue there. But I think it's probably fine. That's still a lot of heavy armor blocks that we have to weld, but it's far, far less. Yeah, okay. What are the most important ones that we need to do? Honestly, probably this line right there, and probably these ones over here as well, because that's right above this. I think those will be the most important. Oh, hey, this battery's done. We can actually go and deconstruct it now. Unfortunately, we have to deconstruct our weather sign, but it's fine. We can build another one. Let's go ahead and remove this whole leg of the base, and now we have a nice... You can't even see it. Now we have a nice nice base over here. I almost want to add like a nice little thing going this way, just to kind of contain it a little bit. These are, of course, light armor blocks as well. But something like that just to contain it, and then down here, I don't know, maybe we make like a little mine for rocks or something, like an automatic one or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, okay, now our base is, at least it looks indoors. I mean, we still have all those we have to do. But let's do some lighting real quick. I thought I heard a roar a second ago, but I think it was just this. Gosh, man, if Space Engineers just, like, randomly updated without telling anyone and added, like, a bunch of hostile mobs, that would be scary. Okay, let's add some interior lights coming down here so we can at least see our main pathway. Yeah, let's do that. So I think we're going to do 1, skip 2, 1, skip 2, 1, skip 2, 1. We'll just keep doing like this all the way down. Yeah, that was actually perfect. It ended exactly where we wanted it to end. So let's just copy that design on this side. 1, skip 2, 1, skip 2. I always wish they had like a better lighting system because I'm already dreading it. I'm going to have to go and name all these lights. I think these might be the first corner lights we're adding to the base, though, so it might not be too hard. But once you really get into it, if you have not been on track with your lights throughout the rest of the playthrough, it starts getting really tough. Because you start having, like the ones you place start being interior lights 57 through 62. And you have to remember, oh, how many did I place again? So it's really important to be on it when it comes to the lights. So I'm going to go to corner lights. And so yeah, here's the thing. Are all of these the ones that we just placed? I don't know. Or did we place more? Oh, because we placed those down there, but they're not welded in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2. We have 12 lights. Light. Okay, so it's number 15 through number 4. No. Yes, no. 15, 14, 13, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why did that not seem right? 15 to 4? Because I did 15 minus 4, which is 11. It didn't seem right, but no, that is right. Okay, so all these corner lights are the ones that we want. Let's rename these to lights main hall, I guess. I don't know. Lights main hall, yeah. So there's actually a mod that allows you to name, and there's a mod and a script, a mod or a script that you can use to allow you to name these separately, but I'm gonna do them manually for now, just because I don't want to back out. It'll take less time to do it manually than it will to install the mod, basically. So I'm gonna name them like that: main hall corner light 1. And I'm just gonna keep going. Paste, delete 2. Paste, delete 3. And you guys don't have to watch this, don't worry. Alright, and with the power of editing, we are now on paste, delete, and number 12. There we go. Quick little refresh. Corner... Yep, there they are. Main hall... What? Really? They're gonna name themselves like that? I mean, if I wanted to fix this, I could put 0, 1. Alright, little quick refresh, and with the power of editing, it is now done. We have 0, 1 through 12. I'm actually going to rename those main hall corner lights instead of what I had before. Alright, with them now grouped, what I can do is I can change their lighting. Now I want it to be a nice yellowish, orangish yellow thing. Not like exactly white, because it looked nice. I mean, you can always go a little bit blue as well. And that doesn't look that bad, I think. Maybe drag this down a little bit more. You got this nice daylight color. Let's try that. Nice radius. Maybe, I don't know, increase the radius even more. Decrease, increase intensity. I never know. I just mess with things until it looks good, basically. Increase the fallout. Or no, decrease the fallout, increase the radius. Maybe like that. Turn off our light and walk up here. Bam, we have a nice daylight lit base. There we go. So even at night we can actually see what we're doing now. Until it gets blown up by the until it gets blown up by the enemies next episode. But yeah. Well, all right. In that case, the only thing we can really do, one thing I really need to do in this episode, like extremely badly, is to go and find magnesium. But I don't want to go out during a storm at night, even though it, like you can kind of see, I want to go out during the day. So during the day we're going to do that. For now, we need to place some turrets. We need to find out where we're going to place them at the very least. So let me go ahead and grab some steel plates because that's what we're going to need. Steel plate. Thank you very much. And we're going to figure out where we want to place some... Wait, our turrets? Hang on. Turret. I don't have any modded turrets in this, by the way. Just using standard turrets. Might eventually add modded turrets if the... if not modded turrets, but modded weapons in general. If the enemies goes smoothly. If it doesn't go smoothly, we'll have to find a way. Because it's like a weird thing. A lot of people want to see enemies, and I definitely want to fight enemies. But at the same time, there's a chance it makes a lot of the cool ideas we have go down the drain. So if that's the case, we're going to have to think about something different. Because it would kind of be a pain having to defend every light structure we post. Or I don't know. We'll see how it works next episode. But anyways, let's start with turret placements. So for now, I'm thinking maybe we place a turret on each corner. Wouldn't be a bad idea. So kind of like up here-ish. But I want to kind of put them a little bit away from the base. So I was actually considering having a wall. Like you know, like how a castle would have like a defense wall. I don't know, how crazy... Let me just real quick workshop this a little bit. Let's bring it out. Maybe give it a nice separation of 2 blocks. And then down here would be where the wall is. Okay, so if I had a wall, it would look kind of like that. Maybe it'd be a little farther from the base, I don't know. But it would look kind of like that, and it would have turrets on top of it. So that whenever the enemy comes and they attack the turrets, they wouldn't be attacking the base, they'd be attacking this sort of wall. Which could work out pretty well. As an idea. I don't know. And we could even have like little shooting stations inside the wall for in case we want to engage as well with our little person. We could run up there and you know. Alright, you know what? We are going to make a wall, but we're going to move it a little bit farther because I think if it were maybe like 5 more blocks farther from the base, that might make more sense. Alright, there's the shell of our wall. It's now much farther from the base than it was before, but it should be just as functional. In fact, it should even be more functional being farther from the base. We'll have the turrets at about this level, so they might have trouble shooting things on that side of the base, which is not great. But we plan to have a wall on that side as well, so we'll have 2 walls. 1 wall and the other wall. And each wall will take care of its own walliness. And if anything attacks from straight above or at anywhere above, I guess, this angle right here, then we should be good. Okay, so for our turrets, we're going to put them up here. I'm pretty sure the turrets can do a full 360. I'm not entirely sure though, so I don't really think it matters which way we place them. Although they have a connection on the bottom, so we do need to place them such that they have a connector right here. We need some interior plates for that. Let's go and grab some of those. Oh, it's very loud near the refineries. That's how we know they're doing their job. Grab a couple of those. Did we grab any? Yeah, we grabbed 10, which is fine for now. Okay, so for this, we're going to put one of these right here. Hey, the sun's starting to come up. Took a lot longer than I thought to, oops, not that, to plan this out. But yeah, that's good that the sun's finally coming up because we do need it to at some point. Okay, so something like that, and then we'll put the turrets right on top of here. So this will be the main level of the wall down here. Standard level of the wall will be right here. So if there's any bunkers, like for us to shoot out of, they will be at this level up top. But the turrets are going to be a little bit higher, just so that they can have more clearance for everything. So the turrets will be here. And we'll place them this way. So I want them to be such that their settings are back here. Yeah, okay. So they'll be aiming that way as long as their settings are this way. Okay. Yeah, let's place our turrets. Now, we're going to make sure all of these are operational by the end of this episode. They might not be connected to the base for extra ammo, but they will be operational such that they can at least shoot. So that is our southwest facing defense, and we will also have a northeast facing defense over here that we'll place. I think that doesn't look that bad, honestly. That's pretty good. We might eventually replace some of these with missile ones. I don't know. Who knows? But let's build in the rest of the wall, and then we'll go on our magnesium expedition. I know we're probably not going to be very ready for what's going to come on episode number 10, but honestly, I don't even know if anything's going to come on episode 10. Episode 10 is when we're going to turn on the mod, right? I don't know if something will immediately attack us and destroy our whole base, and I don't know if I don't even know what mod we're using, so I really don't know what's going to happen. It could be that episode 10 is just a normal episode where nothing attacks our base. Actually, for you guys who are used to the modular encounter spawner, because that's probably what I'm going to be using for this, do things attack stuff that you're not near? Let's say I'm out collecting iron or something. Is something going to come and like attack my base and then like destroy it? Or does it only spawn stuff that's near me? Because I'm a little bit worried about that. Alright, there's our wall. Don't worry, our wall's going to be a little bit more three-dimensional once we're done with it. We're just going to weld up this plane, and then we're probably going to have, like, this is probably going to be a pillar. So it's going to look like a guard tower, kind of, for each of these. So don't worry about how, like, one-dimensional it looks right now. It will look a little bit better. Oh my god, you keep scaring me over there. Other alt account. We'll come back after the magnesium expedition and do a little bit more welding. I swear we found magnesium, but I'm not sure. I didn't consult the previous episodes to find out if we had, so I don't really know for sure if we found any or not. But I know someone in my Discord was having a lot of trouble finding magnesium on Pertam. But I remember looking at the settings for Pertam, and I don't remember anything being super rare compared. In fact, I think iron and stuff was in more abundance than regular. So I don't know why we would have trouble finding magnesium. We probably have found it though. We'll take the big rover just because we want to get a lot of magnesium, and because this will be our first test of the big rover's expedition, or the big rover on a long expedition. All right, let's hop in here. Make sure everything is set. Unlock. First person. It looks like we do have power and a lot of it. Let's get going. Oh, nice sunlight. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna go around behind us to where the other ores are, where there's a lot of ores. Just because this area over here is where I think it's more likely that we'll find magnesium. I haven't thought about what will happen if we accidentally flip this thing. I don't really have a plan to get it back other than the battery method. Alright, let's see what this is over here. I'll tell you what, braking is not amazing on this thing. It's not a great breaker. Breaker 19. Looks like we got ourselves a convoy. Was the dark of June on the 6th of moon and the Kenworth hauling logs. And a something with a reaper pulling hogs. Something I wanna know about a mile out of Shaky Town. I says, calling all trucks, this here's the duck. I'm about to put the hammer down. Cause we got a great big convoy going through the day. Let's check this ore out. Watch this. This is gonna be the magnesium. Just as easy as this nickel. Okay, this is nickel. I'm not worried about nickel. I should really go to where there's like all the ores, because I remember out that way. I see more ores as I'm talking. Out that way is a bunch of ores. Okay, what have we got over here? We got more silicon. Okay, I'm not interested in silicon today. We got some right here as well. We've got some cobalt. I don't know if I need cobalt, but it's nice to remember where that is. Okay, we have a marker over there, really tall marker, which means it's something important. This might just be... It's a T marker. I remember putting a T marker. I don't remember what for, though. Maybe this is where the gold and the silver is. Oh yeah, this must be the silver. Yeah, this is the silver. So I don't know why I put T. But if that's the silver, then this way over here should be where the where we found all those ores, like a bunch of different ore types. Oh, here we go. We've got a marker. Let's check out the valley as well. Okay, I do see some stuff down in the valley, but I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this is where all those ores were, and that's probably why I put the marker up. But let's get a little closer and see what we've got. Looks like we have silicon, nickel, and cobalt. So this is one of the reasons, or one of the ones I put up for that reason. So back to the train idea. If we had a train, this is probably where it would go, right here. This would be where it would pull ores from. We got some more down here, some more nickel, some silver. Wow. I've been here. That's the sad part. I've been here and I did not notice that silver. That's fine. The other silver has gold next to it, I think. By the way, recently I've been inspired. So you guys know how I was talking about how the GPS, we need to put 3 triangulatable antennas? I've been inspired to turn those into proper radio towers. I think that would look kind of cool. Like, imagine this far out, you're just like, there's nothing here. Oh, wow, those 4 trees are very evenly distributed. Oh, I see a marker. Imagine this far out, you see this gigantic grid, and not like gigantic, but tall grid, and you're like, what the heck's that? And you look over and it's a big radio tower with a red light blinking on top. Maybe there's a fence around it at the bottom, chain link, blocking you from entering. I don't know, I think that would look so cool. Okay, we put a marker here for a reason. And that reason is nickel? Doubt it. Oh, nickel, silicon, cobalt. Okay. I'm like, we wouldn't put a marker just for... Watch, there be silver right here that we missed as well. No, iron. Okay, yeah, that's why we put the marker, because it's got all of those. Yeah. Okay. You know what? This is where the magnesium would be, because this right here, it's a bit of a challenging terrain. So this is where you would find the magnesium hiding from you. I want to go up there to see what's on this other side, because this is the farthest I've ventured out so far. We've got a rock here, but so far rocks have not had any ores in them, which is a bit different from how Earth works. Alright, right there. That's the magnesium. The challenge was I had to get all the way over here to get to it, but that is finally the magnesium, I bet. Right there. Just been waiting for us this whole time. It's nickel. Yep. Sounds about right. Oh, wait, what? What is that? Oh, that must be... Yeah! Because we had the... I didn't bring my gun with me, though. We had the... we added that mod that adds abandoned settlements. So that's probably one of them. Let's actually go over there and see what that's about. It's also possible that it got destroyed, which is why the beacon just turned off. I'm keeping an eye out for ores. We're in like a big oreless area. Also, we're totally going to get lost. Alright, this looks like a claim. I'm a little worried because we're getting in a little close. And they can start shooting at us, perhaps, if there are guns. Can they even see our ship yet? Okay, I don't know if there are guns. Oh, I see some ores over there, though, too. I don't know if there are guns on that. That's the problem. I need, like, a scope or something. So the abandoned settlement mod, I'm pretty sure sometimes can have guns in them. But I'm not sure, because this is the first one I've seen. So I'm a little skeptical. A little skeptical. Okay, I don't see any gun-like things. It looks like it's just abandoned stuff, so let's get a little closer. What the heck are these? Oh, these are just normal grids. They look so small from this ship. Okay, there might be weapons in there, or in one of these. So let's park and hop out. Again, I don't have any sort of gun with me, which could be a mistake. But let's go in one of these. Okay, I don't see any weapons in here. Hey, I can actually access this. So I guess, is there supposed to be like goodies in here? Let's go and check out that one. What are you? You're a wheel? Wait, what is this? A wind turbine. Oh my god, it's amazing how people can make stuff look so cool. Like, I had no idea that that was what that was. Let's check this out. Looks like we have some stuff we can grind down over here. I want to check out this one over here, and then we'll check out the last one just to clear it. Make sure there's no weapons of any kind. Yeah, man, this doesn't look like anything either. Or it doesn't look like there's any weapons either. At least the working antenna, that's some good parts. Let's be careful moving up to this one. Oh, there's another one over there. Just peeking in. Having a little peek. I think we're clear. Alright. Oh man, this is cool. So, oh, I was about to say I didn't see any goodies. Ooh, look at this. Oh, it'd be nice if they provided us with some magnesium. But no, this is good. I'm going to yoink all that. Thank you very much. Let's go and check out this last little bit right here. See what this might have to offer. Yo, this is kind of cool. This actually makes me want to explore and try and find out what's out there. I don't really know what this is. This just looks like a little... I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to look like an excavator of some sort. I don't know. I almost want to just like leave it intact and just take all the goodies. So we have another cargo container with what looks like the same stuff. This is some good hauls. Good stuff to be getting. Okay. All in all, that was pretty fun, finding a little place like this. It was a little nerve-wracking because I didn't know if there was going to be hostiles. Or not hostiles, but because there's no NPCs in the game. But I'm talking about like weapons. A little worried about that, but all in all, pretty good. All right, let's start heading back-ish, in the direction of back, but like we'll try and hit more stuff on the way. I want to go in this little valley. We'll come up the mountain on the left. But yeah, we really need to find magnesium. Where's the sun at currently? Sun's maybe a third of the way up. Alright, even though it might be a little bit sketchy, we're going to go up this little bit of mountain right here. I'm going to start getting a little bit of speed. Well, we're losing our speed now because we're so heavy of a vehicle. But, yeah. This should take us back a different route so that we get different ore deposits. Ah, yes. For instance, this one, which looks like just iron, but yeah. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Alright, a little bit of a sketchy way down. Oh, I see some ore deposits over there I want to go check out. And I think if we continue this way, we'll probably meet up with our base. Yeah, let's try going around this way. I could be vastly mistaken, but I think this is the same mountain range that our base is on. I mean, it's still far away, but like roughly the same. So at this point, I'm thoroughly lost. I think that's our mountain, but I'm not sure. If it's not, then I'm in for a bad time. We should name that mountain. What should we name it? Cobalt. Nice. Oh, you know what? Cobalt Mountain. Actually, that doesn't really make much sense if there's no cobalt there. But you know what? From now on, that's... What does it look like? Kind of looks like a hat. I don't know. We'll name it Top Hat Mountain, I guess. I don't know. If you guys have a better name, put it in the comments and we'll name that mountain. That's not ore, is it? It wouldn't be all the way up there. Next to the hill. Oh god, that's a lot of ore. Nickel, silicon, and cobalt. But no magnesium. Yeah, magnesium must be kind of rare on this planet, on Pertam. Okay, so I think our base is over... Wait, no, because that wouldn't be there. Oh no. Guys, I'm starting to get a little bit lost. I should not have taken a weird route back to the base. Yeah, I'm a little worried that I don't see any of my markers. Because I feel like this would have been where we would have put some of them. We have cobalt right there. I'm gonna check this ore out, and then I'll go around the right side of this mountain right here. Because I think I know about where we are. And if I could just find that gigantic dunes, then I will know where we are. Let's go around the right side of this mountain, or let's even go on the top of this mountain. Let's climb it and get a little vantage point. All right, I am all sorts of turned around right now. I don't know where we are. Oh wow, that's a cool mountain over there. Where is the Top Hat Mountain that we named? Or we failed to name, I guess. I don't know. Let's climb to the top and see if we can spot that. Because I know that was at least somewhat toward an area that we know. That's not it, is it? That must be Top Hat Mountain back over there, right? It would be perfect if we just crest this hill and immediately see our base. But I don't think that's what's going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, the scary thing is that I've been to a couple of the biomes. Like, I know our mountain is, like, pretty much both sides of our mountain is like dunes. Like, long dunes. So I've certainly been to the biomes. And I know there's a crevasse biome as well. And we haven't seen any of that, which makes me think we've just gone completely the wrong way. Which kind of worries me. That's not Hat Mountain, is it? I don't know. I don't know anymore. They say a man can survive alone in the desert for about 3 days without water. Day 1, he loses his way. Day 2, his mind. And by day 3, he loses his hope. Well, what does that say about someone like me? I've been out here for around 45 minutes, and I can confidently say that through day or night, rain or dust, I've never stopped searching for my lost home. Some people say that I'm still searching to this day. That's true, because I'm the one talking, and I'm still lost. Help, I think I'm starting to lose my mind. If that's the planets, then I'm way too... Wait, no, hang on. Yeah, our base would be that way for sure. Yeah. Okay, let's try and get that way a little bit before the sun goes completely. Yeah, no, that's got to be... Because the planets are pretty high in the sky over by the base. Man, we're far. We've got some planet curvature around us for it to be looking like that. Gosh. What do I see? I see a structure up there, but that might be a tree. Well, we're looking for the glimmer of a structure as well, a lit structure, because those do glimmer at night. Oh, God, I can't even see the bottom. Oh my God, that was scary. I thought I went off into a crevasse. I've got to be more careful. Good Lord. That's starting... It feels like we're in the right region. Yo! Okay, I heard the lightning and I was freaking out, but... Oh my God, that's so much lightning. I see our base. Wait, that's so weird. I thought the front of our base was full of dunes. Oh man, we've got to watch out. Wow. I heard the lightning and I was like, oh man, that's horrible. We're about to get hit by a lightning storm. Okay, what actually saved us, not gonna lie, we did a full... Okay, so just so you understand what happened, we started... Oh my God, there's so much lightning. We started off over there. We went like the other way. That's not good. That looks like that just hit my base. We went the other way. Somehow went around that way. Ah! Drive. Okay, let's get in the hangar before we talk. Oh my God. Lightning, stop it. Stop being mean. I think it smited that tower over there. Stop smiting my base, lightning. Why? Oh my God, I've never been happier to find this thing. Okay, let's just park right there. I don't think we can get struck in here. But, although technically if it struck our base, it would zip and get us. But, oh man. So we went out that way. We did a full rotation around this way and managed to come back this way right here. And what actually ended up saving us was seeing those 3 planets. I actually went all the way back to episode 1 so that I could see the orientation the planets were in. And don't worry, this is totally lore. I have them stored inside my engineer's visor cap. It's fine. All the episodes, all the voice cracks, all the episodes are stored there so I can review them whenever. But yeah, anyways, I saw the orientation of the planets and I pretty much tried to match that, and it took forever. But we finally managed to get something resembling the place we should be. It just occurred to me that this guy's probably still on recharge. I should turn him to auto. Yeah, good Lord. Okay, we are back. We have failed to find magnesium. So that's not good. That said... Ah! Jesus! Okay, maybe I do need to start taking some of you guys' advice. You guys keep telling me that I need to put decoys up. Or antennas. Well, we still really need magnesium. Don't think you can make the ammo without magnesium. Oh my goodness. Lightning, stop it! Stop breaking my base. This is the first, like, seriously deadly lightning storm. Nothing else has been so deadly. Okay, really quickly, I want to see something. Okay, magnesium ore on Pertam is 11.54%. Okay, God. Magnesium on Pertam should be easier to find than magnesium on Earth. Also, stop destroying my base, lightning. Maybe are electric storms really rare? Because I think that's the first one I've seen that's been that deadly. But yeah, so magnesium on Pertam should be easier to find than magnesium on Earth. If you were to look at the numbers. We're gonna take the rover out again. We're gonna go that way this time, because I still, even though it's been such a long expedition and we got lost, I still need to find the stuff. But yeah, so according to the books, Pertam is supposed to have as much magnesium, if not a little bit more, than Earth does, which is ridiculous because I find magnesium all the time on Earth. Maybe I'm just getting very unlucky when it comes to finding some. Let's take a peek at our base. Okay, yeah. Which direction is our base? Let me real quick hop out of this thing. Our base is back in the southwest direction of where we're headed. So it's important for us to keep that in mind. I am baffled that I have not found magnesium yet. One thing I could do is I could try going into the crevasse. We're flying! We're flying! Ah! Gotta be careful. Nickel. Nickel. It's nice you can see the base from here. That's always pretty good. I'm confused a little bit. Let me go this way real quick. I'm confused a little bit where the crevasse is, because I thought it was out into the left. Maybe we weren't left enough. But just thinking, maybe magnesium only spawns in a crevasse? Who knows? Okay, here's the entrance. I think we'll catch the ice on the way back. I don't want to weigh down the shrew. We're going a little fast down this thing. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we'll catch the ice on the way back. I don't want to weigh down this ship for now. But yeah, a couple of you guys commented that I was going really fast on episode 5, I think, when we were trying to get back before nighttime. That's why I was going so fast. I really wanted to get back before it was dark, because I knew that we would not, in all likelihood, we would have a lot of trouble finding our base at night. So if you were wondering why I was just flooring it down this area, that is the reason. Is that ore? Feels like it might be. That's iron. A little bit of first-person action. It's too jittery. It's too jittery in first person. We're going 46. That's speedy. Okay, I think we're at the great schism here. I'm gonna take the left route this time. Last time I took the right route, and I think I ended up crashing. So yeah, we'll take the left route this time. Take the left route. We're gonna check the left out. We're gonna find out where all the ore's been hiding. Rock. Is this the end of a... I think we've reached the end of the crevice. Well, that's kind of cool. I wonder what's at the end. It looks... I feel like there's going to be like an ocean here. That's what it kind of looks like it's leading to. Oh, there... Well, we've got some more mountains ahead. We can take a little drive at least, see what's over here. Magnesium, I found it. It's under the ground here. Will I ever have to find more magnesium? Don't know why the Russian national anthem came to mind there, but you know, sometimes you just gotta be happy you found the glorious magnesium. It's like, it's literally, that's so hilarious, because of all places it could be, it took going through a crevice and finding the heaven-like opening of the crevice leading to the great beyond that I've never visited, where we finally find the glorious magnesium. There she is. 67. It's 67 meters down. That's like, I don't know if you guys remember, when we were looking for silver, I was saying that 67 meters down, or 60 meters down is usually where silver is, and the reason you don't see it is because it's usually too low. That almost makes me wonder if we haven't been finding magnesium because it's simply too low. Wow. I cannot believe it. I mean, I believe it. I'm happy. I'm very happy that we finally found this. Let's put all of our stuff away and we'll do a couple of loads of magnesium and bring it back to base. We're going to need these next episode. I was, you know what I was ready to do? I was ready to I was ready to refine our, or disassemble our stuff right here just for magnesium powder so we can make like maybe 5 magazines of useful ammo for our gun. Obviously that would not have gone well, but yeah, here we are. The real stuff, the mag. Oh man, it's so good. The best thing is I technically don't even, like, I'll never lose this because it's literally just follow the crevice to the end and you'll find it. Wow. Magnesium. Literally something that's only useful for weapons, but still. It's very dang useful for weapons. There she is, the blue. The good blue. The nice blue. Looks like cobalt blue. It's totally magnesium though, blue. Alright, let's get all magnesium. We'll create a little garbage hole over here for our stone that we no doubt collected. So we can just collect magnesium. I don't know how much we need. I don't know how well magnesium smelts, but I probably want to be getting at least 20k of it. Maybe more. Alright, let's see how much we got from our little mining. I think I'm probably going to be content with it. 30k at least, a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like we have 36k roughly. That's probably pretty good. Honestly, I don't know how much we're going to need. I'm fine with that much though. Because I don't want the sun to go down. That said, I do want to take a quick little stroll around here just to see the kind of landscape we're at. The alien landscape that I've never seen before. Looks kind of Grand Canyon-esque, not gonna lie. It got some like pillars, some stuff. Yeah. Alright, wow, that's a very tall mountain right there. That's like kind of a wall. That's what it looks like. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna turn around and go back the way I came so as not to get lost. Because I know we would. Now we know where the magnesium is, and now we know how to get to it 100% of the time. Just follow the yellow brick crevice. I'll tell you what, I felt like Clang was testing me the whole way, because the hey Cobalt, because the path to the magnesium was filled with other routes that you could have taken. Like there's that one back there, there's that one right there. So I feel like Clang was trying to get me to go different ways. He was trying to test me. He was like, all right, is he gonna just keep following the path, or is he gonna stray? Is he gonna go down one of these other random paths? I'm not kidding. Like throughout this whole main path right here, there's like 10 different random branching paths. There's another one right there off to the left. So you just really have to go perfectly straight through the through all of the branching paths. Don't get distracted by what could be down there. Instead, follow the light. If we're speaking in metaphors, I guess. Hey, what's up here? That's not magnesium, is it? Okay, good. It would break my whole metaphor. But yeah, let's park this thing. We now have magnesium. What are you? Oh, you got smited, didn't you? Here, I'll salvage you. There we go. Those lightning storms are deadly, I'll tell you what. Alright, the refineries have now taken the stuff. And they're now, like, doing the stuff to it. Yeah. They're doing their thing. I think. Yeah, you can hear them doing their thing. Okay, let's make some ammo, then, real quick. We're gonna have to end the episode pretty quickly, because it's getting really late here. Thought I would be recording a lot less, but those dang dunes, man, they get you lost. I'll tell you what. All right, let's hop in here. Production. Let's go to here. Consumables. We're gonna make ourselves some ammo for the MR 8P. Let's make ourselves 10, 20 magazines. Is that too much? No? Okay. 20 magazines. I want to check how much magnesium we have in here first. We only have 10 magnesium. So it's kind of a slow-going thing, is what I'm hearing. So for our turrets, I believe they require this guy right here. And these each require 1 magnesium. So what we're going to do for now is we're going to make 50. We're going to make 50 of it. And we'll prioritize. And then, yeah, we'll let that make. And while we're here, let's real quick grab all the stuff for our turret, because we're going to go and build at least one of them. We're going to build 2 of them. 1, 2... Okay, that's at least 2. We're going to build 2 turrets. And I said earlier as well, we're not going to build up the connections quite yet. So all this stuff down here for the wall, we're not going to build that up quite yet. That's a future project. For now, we're just kind of laying the groundwork. We're going to build these 2. Because I think what we might do as well is we might remove these 2 right here. And instead just have the 2. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. Maybe we'd have a bigger gun right there or something. If we get like a gun mod. Okay, so 2 turrets. Let's get them ammoed up. And so next episode I'm going to be getting a hostile mod, as I'm sure you know. This is what we've been preparing for. And I'm also going to be getting a mod that allows these guys to shoot less of the enemy. So ordinarily when these guys shoot enemies, they simply destroy the enemy. So they light them up, and even when they're dead, they keep lighting them up. Wastes ammo, and it also wastes salvage. So we're going to be getting a mod called Smart Turrets, or Smart Turret, something that you guys recommended. We'll be getting that next episode. So ammunition, I wanted to check on this. NATO, I believe is what it's called here. We got 26. Let's feed each of them 10, which I think will last a little bit. Well, we'll give them each 13, I guess, to even it up. They don't use that much. Like, they last for quite a bit. If I were to control this guy and just open fire, let's see. And see how much this uses. Lighten stuff up. Okay, so we originally gave it 13. Let's see how much that used. I believe that was this guy. Oops. So we gave it 13, it used 1 from all that firing. So they don't use it that fast. And then the other thing, just before we end this episode, I want to try out my new gun. Here we are. MR8P is the DMR one. It only shoots 8 rounds, but it's more of a sniper. I'm not going to shoot Velma. There we go. I should probably make a rocket launcher. The only problem is it uses rockets, which we can't use. Why? Oh, rockets are there. We can't use because they require platinum, so no rockets. Pistols, there's no point in building. I guess there'd be a point in building the S20A because it's more rapid fire than this guy. Alright guys, this is going to be where we're going to end the episode. We did a little bit of stuff for preparing for next episode. We got lost a couple times. Definitely one time. I think we got lost the second time, and then I think we may have gotten lost there the third time, just at the end for just a little bit. But luckily we're found. We know exactly where everything is, and all it took was a little bit of looking at old videos. But But anyways, I think we're pretty prepared. We have this nice gun that's here. We probably need more ammo for it. We have 2 turrets that are set up over there. At the beginning of next episode, if we're not attacked immediately, we'll probably set up another turret. Maybe a temporary one on top, maybe some over here. Actually, you know what? Let's set up a temporary one right now. I think we have the stuff for it. Bam. Little turret. Oh, we don't have steel plates. Well, one moment. Alright, there we go. Temporary turret that'll hopefully survive and help us out next episode. Let's just hope they don't attack the power. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this one. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Put your comments and your suggestions down below in the comments section, especially regarding what I should do to stay alive going forward, because next episode everything changes. That's when the modular spawner nation attacked. I botched that one. Whatever. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Adios.